What is the significance of July 1st in Canadian history? A. The signing of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. B. The day Canada became a confederation in 1867. C. The adoption of the Canadian flag. D. The end of World War I. Answer, B. July 1, 1867, is celebrated as Canada Day, marking the Confederation when Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia united to form the Dominion of Canada. It represents the birth of the nation. Which level of government in Canada is responsible for issuing driver's licenses? A. Federal government. B. Provincial and territorial governments. C. Municipal governments. D. International agencies. Answer, B. Driver's licenses are regulated by provinces and territories in Canada, as they manage transportation and highway safety. The federal government oversees national matters like defense and immigration. Who was the first Prime Minister of Canada? A. Lester B. Pearson. B. Sir John A. Macdonald. C. Pierre Elliott Trudeau. D. Sir Wilfrid Laurier. Answer, B. Sir John A. Macdonald became Canada's first Prime Minister in 1867, playing a key role in uniting provinces under Confederation. In Canadian democracy, what does the term responsible government mean? A. Government is responsible to the Supreme Court. B. Government is accountable to elected representatives in Parliament. C. Government is run only by the Prime Minister. D. Government does not answer to citizens. Answer, B. Responsible government means that the executive branch, Prime Minister and Cabinet, must maintain the confidence of the elected House of Commons, and is accountable to the people through their representatives. Which Canadian province has both English and French as official languages? A. Manitoba. B. Quebec. C. New Brunswick. D. Ontario. Answer, C. New Brunswick is officially bilingual at the provincial level, recognizing both English and French as official languages, protecting the rights of both linguistic groups. Who holds the title of Head of State in Canada? A. The Prime Minister. B. The Governor-General. C. The King of Canada, Monarch of the UK. D. The Speaker of the House. Answer, C. Canada's head of state is the King of Canada, currently King Charles III. The Governor-General represents the King in Canada, while the Prime Minister serves as head of government. What is the role of the Lieutenant Governor in a Canadian province? A. Leader of the provincial opposition. B. Federal representative of the Prime Minister. C. The King's representative at the provincial level. D. Provincial Minister of Justice. Answer, C. The Lieutenant Governor represents the monarch in each province, giving royal assent to provincial laws, much like the Governor-General does federally. Which Canadian Prime Minister introduced the Charter of Rights and Freedoms in 1982? A. Jean Chrétien. B. Pierre Elliott Trudeau. C. Brian Mulroney. D. Lester B. Pearson. Answer, B. Pierre Elliott Trudeau's government patriated the Constitution in 1982, introducing the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms to guarantee fundamental rights and freedoms. What does the red and white color on the Canadian flag symbolize? A. Red for bravery, white for peace. B. Red for maple syrup, white for snow. C. Red for the oceans, white for independence. D. Red for indigenous peoples, white for settlers. Answer, A. Red represents bravery and sacrifice, while white symbolizes peace and honesty. The maple leaf at the center has become a national emblem of unity. How many provinces and territories does Canada have in total? A. 10 provinces and 2 territories. B. 9 provinces and 3 territories. C. 10 provinces and 3 territories. D. 11 provinces and 2 territories. Answer, C. Canada consists of 10 provinces and 3 territories, each with unique governance structures and responsibilities. Who can vote in Canadian federal elections? A. Any resident over 16 years old. B. Canadian citizens over 18 years old. C. Permanent residents after 2 years of stay. D. International students with valid permits. Answer, B. Only Canadian citizens who are at least 18 years old on election day have the right to vote in federal elections. Permanent residents and non-citizens cannot vote. What is the highest court in Canada? A. The Federal Court of Canada. B. The Supreme Court of Canada. C. The Court of Appeals. D. The House of Commons. Answer, B. The Supreme Court of Canada is the highest judicial body, ensuring laws comply with the Constitution and the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Which Indigenous group is recognized as one of the founding peoples of Canada? A. Métis. B. Inuit. C. First Nations. D. All of the above. Answer, D. First Nations, Inuit, and Métis are all recognized as Indigenous peoples who shaped Canada's foundation and continue to play a vital role in the nation's culture and governance. In Canada, what does multiculturalism mean? A. One culture dominates all others. B. Immigrants must abandon their heritage. C. Diverse cultures are celebrated and respected equally. D. Only official languages matter. Answer, C. Canada's multiculturalism policy recognizes diversity, encouraging citizens to preserve their cultural identities while contributing to Canadian society. What is the significance of the Great Charter of Freedoms? A. It introduced the Canadian Constitution in 1982. B. It refers to the Magna Carta, influencing Canadian democracy. C. It ended World War II in Canada. D. It was Canada's first federal law. Answer, B. The Great Charter of Freedoms refers to the Magna Carta of 1215, which influenced democratic traditions in Canada, including the rule of law and individual rights. What is the role of the Prime Minister in Canada? A. Represent the King directly. B. Head of government leading cabinet and national policies. C. Head of state signing all laws. D. President of Parliament. Answer, B. The Prime Minister leads the executive branch, forms national policies, and selects cabinet ministers, acting as Canada's head of government. Which Canadian province is the largest by land area? A. Quebec. B. Ontario. C. Alberta. D. British Columbia. Answer, A. Quebec is the largest province by land area, covering about 1/6 of Canada. However, Nunavut is the largest territory. Which of the following is a responsibility of Canadian citizens? A. Paying federal and provincial taxes. B. Serving on a jury when called. C. Voting in elections. D. All of the above. Answer, D. Canadian citizens must fulfill responsibilities such as paying taxes, serving on juries, and participating in democratic elections. What is the purpose of the Canadian Constitution? A. To regulate international trade only. B. To outline the structure of government and rights of citizens. C. To control natural resources exclusively. D. To manage municipal laws. Answer, B. The Constitution defines the structure of government, distribution of powers, and guarantees citizens' rights and freedoms. Who is Canada's current monarch and head of state, 2025? A. Queen Elizabeth II. B. King Charles III. C. Prince William. D. Queen Camilla. Answer, B. As of 2025, King Charles III is the monarch and head of state of Canada, following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022. Which war helped Canada earn greater independence from Britain? A. War of 1812. B. World War I. C. Korean War. D. Cold War. Answer, B. World War I significantly contributed to Canada's identity as an independent nation, especially after the Battle of Vimy Ridge, where Canadian forces played a decisive role. In Canadian democracy, what is a riding or constituency? A. A municipal district for schools. B. An electoral district represented by a member of parliament. C. A provincial court jurisdiction. D. A military training area. Answer, B. A riding is an electoral district where voters elect one member of Parliament, MP, to represent them in the House of Commons. Why is the Canadian Pacific Railway historically important? A. It was Canada's first subway system. B. It united the provinces by connecting east and west. C. It ended the fur trade economy. D. It provided the first link to the United States. Answer, B. Completed in 1885, the Canadian Pacific Railway physically united the country, ensuring provinces like British Columbia stayed connected to Confederation. Which Canadian province was the last to join Confederation? A. Newfoundland and Labrador. B. Prince Edward Island. C. Saskatchewan. D. Alberta. Answer, A. Newfoundland and Labrador joined Confederation in 1949, becoming the last province to join Canada. What do the words Amari Usqui ad Mare on Canada's coat of arms mean? A. Unity in diversity. B. From sea to sea. C. Freedom and strength. D. Together as one. Answer, B. Canada's motto, Amari Usqui ad Mare, is Latin for from sea to sea, symbolizing the vast geography of the country from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean.